Continue. Okay, fantastic. So welcome to Attack. What we're going to do is we're going to do a little warm up to start, about 5 minutes worth, and we're going to do 4 rounds of Tabata. So for those who haven't done this before, it's just a protocol which you do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and you do a round which is 4 minutes long. So you do 8 exercises in total. So I'll show you each exercise. We're going to do 2 exercises per round of Tabata, and there'll be a minute gap between each set of 8, if that makes sense. And then we'll have a little stretch off at the end. So it'll make up the half an hour. So basically it's only about 20 minutes of actual work in blocks, but it's not even that really if you take all the little breaks within it. So I'll do the warm up to start, just to mobilize your core, nothing too onerous, and then we will go onto our mats and we'll start with the first exercises. So if you just want to stand up, we're just going to start. You can do the first start of this if you want to sat. We're just going to mobilize the neck. So we're just going to roll the neck in any direction. Nice and slow. Try and be controlled and deliberate. Tail tucked, the knees bent. And we'll go back the opposite way. And let the head settle back into the center. We're going to start to roll our shoulders, any direction, big circles, still with the tails touch, the knees bent. Go back the opposite way with the shoulders. Shoulders settle. Then we're going to just bring the forearms on top of each other, keeping a long spine, those hips press forward. We're just going to rotate the torso. Look to see where you're twisting. Keep a long spine. A couple more. Good, we'll come back to the center. We're going to place the hands on the sides. Again, long spine, core engaged. We're just going to have a little rock from side to side. Be kind to yourself. If your back doesn't like it, just ease off and go too deep. Do a couple more. Good. We're then going to bring the fingertips onto the ears, and we're going to take the elbows to the knees, alternating sides. We're trying to get that crunch, really trying to get the torso to twist. Knees, this helps not just mobilize the torso, but also the hip flexors as well. Should be used at some stage. Do 4 more. Good. When you finish those, take the feet wider than hips, knees bent, tails tucked. You're going to slide down, reaching up and away this time. So if this is too much, you can just go back to a little rock that we did earlier. Otherwise, stretch up. Do 4 more. Good. We're going to come back to the center. We're going to stack ourselves on our left knee. We're going to do a knee drive. We're going to swing the arms, keep a long spine, the core engaged. If you can do it with the balance, so you don't put the foot down, then great. But if you can't, that's fine. We'll do a couple more on this side. And then we'll swap sides. Same detail, but in reverse, slight bend in the supporting leg. Drive that knee up if you can do it with getting the foot on, not going on the deck, so you've got the balance, then do. Do 2 more. Good. Then we're going to take the feet as wide than the hips, knees bent, hands on the hips, and we're going to roll the hips. Listen to your body, let your body adjust, particularly the hips and the knees, and we'll go back the opposite way. Go back the opposite way again. Let the body adjust. And one final time, go back the opposite way. Two more. And I'm going to come back to the center. So we're going to keep the hands on the hips, knees slightly bent. We're going to place the chin onto the chest and we're going to roll the spine down. Suck the belly in, keep the core engaged, and go into a forward fold. Keep a bend of the knees. We're going to come back up the way we came. Chin on the chest, but we're going to tuck the tail first. Try and stack the vertebrae one at a time. The shoulder stack, and then eventually the head will stack. We'll go back down once you're up. So when you're ready, chin to the chest, roll the neck down. Really try and get that spine to roll, sucking the belly in if it helps as you go down. And then come back the way up. Tuck the tail first, try and do one vertebrae at a time. And then once you're upright, we're just going to take ourselves down to the deck. We're going to do a cat-cow. So we're going to have our knees hips width apart, hips over the knees, shoulders or hands underneath the shoulders. And when you're happy, on the next inhale, we're going to come into a cow, shoulder blades together, hips to the skies, bellies ballooning. And then on your next exhale, come into a cat, chin to the chest, shoulder blades apart, tails tucked. And now just float in time to your own breath for a little bit. Inhaling into your cows, exhaling into your cats. Try not to rush the movement or rush the breath. Do a couple more, 2 more cats and 2 more cows. And then when you're ready, we'll stop there. Okay, so we're going to start our first exercise. Just a nice gentle warm up just to mobilize the spine. Let's get my timer out. So just to remind you, we're going to do the first round is going to be a set of Tabata, which is 8 exercises, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. The first exercise we're going to alternate between the 2 exercises we're going to do for this. We're going to do a baby plank, and it's called a chicken wing. So we're going to have our feet hips width apart, long flat back. You can just hold a baby plank if you prefer. Otherwise, we're going to raise one arm, control down, do the opposite side, trying to keep a long flat back, creating basically a wing with the arm like a chicken. If you don't want to do that, just hold the plank. If you can't do the plank because you've got a shoulder injury, then I should recommend you just do a normal crunch. The second exercise we're going to do is a swimmer. So we're going to be on our tummies, arms extended, legs to the back. So keeping your head looking down at the deck, you're going to raise both legs as if you're swimming. So kicking both front ends and back end. So you're basically squeezing the buttocks and engaging the spine. If you can't have your arms extended to the side, out to the front, you can have your arms out to the sides if you want. So basically, we're just trying to keep the core engaged and having to move the limbs respectively. If you want to do a front end or a back end where you just draw the shoulder blades together, that's your choice. Any questions on that? So we're going to alternate. We'll do the first one is going to be the plank, 10 seconds off. Then we'll do our swimmer, and then we're going to repeat that again. Plank, swimmer until we finish. In between each set of 8, we get a minute off where I'll brief you on the next exercises. Everyone happy? Perfect. So we're going to have 4 corner to start, whistle to finish. So if you want to get ready on your planks, it's 20 seconds to start. So stand by, off we go. So in your baby plank, chicken wing, slow and controlled. Keep a long flat back, keep the pelvic floor engaged. That's it, well done. 10 seconds. Nice and controlled, press out of the supporting arm. 5 seconds to go. To the whistle. Good, so just rest down onto your tummy. We're going to do that swimmer technique or whatever your variant is. So the arms extended out to the front or to your sides. Engage the buttocks and thighs. Off we go. So you're kicking your legs and your arms. Long flat back. Squeeze the buttocks. That's it, well done. 10 seconds. Keep them going. Keep squeezing the glutes. 5 to go. Well done. Got 10 seconds break. Next exercise is your chicken wing again, plank, or your variant. Start to build your plank. Get ready. Off we go. Slow and controlled. Really work at keeping control so we're not collapsing. We're not sticking the butts in the air. 10 seconds. 5 to go. Well done. To the whistle, down to rest, and do our swimmer again. 5 seconds. Stand by. Off we go. Flutter the arms, flutter the legs, and whatever variant you have, squeeze the glutes. Feel the lower back engage. That's it, well done. Reach away with those limbs, 10 seconds. 5 to go. Keep it going, well done. Next one's going to be our baby plank. We're over halfway for this first round. Less than 5 seconds, start to build your chicken wing plank. Off we go. Be controlled. Try to keep those hips and shoulders square to the deck. When you lift your wings, 10 seconds. Well done, 5 to go. All the way to the whistle. Good. Swimmer next. 5 seconds. Stand by. Off we go. So you're going to flutter. Reach away. Modify as you need. Anything's better than nothing. 10 seconds. That's it. Well done. 5 to go. To the whistle. We're into our penultimate exercise. It's going to be our chicken wing plank. It's the final time to do this. Start to build your plank. Off we go. Last time of doing this. Keep that long flat back. Don't let the hips creep up. 10 seconds. Keep control. Don't collapse down. 5 to go. Well done, everyone. To that whistle. Good last exercise. Your last time to do this. Your swimmer or your variant. Get ready. Off we go. Squeeze the glutes. Flutter those legs. Kick from the hips, not the knees. Nice. 10 seconds. Really good. 5 seconds. Well done, you've got a minute off. I'll show you the next exercises. So we're going to be on our backs for these ones. We're going to start, you can either have your legs straight, like so, or you can have your knees bent, long back. You're going to imagine you're using a rope. You're going to lower yourself down under control and then bring yourself back up. So if you want to do it with your knees bent or your knees straight, your choice. If that's going to be too hard for you, you can just crunch or you can do a normal sit-up. The second exercise is going to be on our back and we're going to do a pike. So we're going to have a long flat back. We're going to have the head and shoulders off and we're going to lift the hips, touching the feet to the ceiling. By having the head and shoulders off, it helps keep the core engaged. We've got 30 seconds before we do those. If you don't want to do a pike, you can just do a leg raise or leg draw back and forth as an alternative. So that's your choice. Everyone okay? Well done, you warriors. So I'd recommend you start your first rope crunch from a seated posture and you lower yourself down. So imagine you're using that rope, rolling the spine back, really tense the core. Either straight legs or bent, your choice. Off we go. Lower yourself down, bring yourself back up. 10 seconds. That's it. The hands are really a bit of a distraction, aren't they? But they help. 5 seconds. We're going to be on your backs again. We're going to pike next, or your variant. So think about keeping the head and shoulders off the deck, legs engaged, and legs pointing up. Stand by. Off we go. Good. Nice pike. Try and touch the feet up to the ceiling. Good. So you're using the lower part of your core. Well done. 5 seconds. All the way to the whistle. Well done. So it's going to be our rope climb. So you can always alternate. If you did straight legs last time, try bent legs. This time it may be different for you. Get ready. Lower down under control. Bring yourself back up. If it's too much doing the rope variant, then just do a normal crunch variant. Core strength will build. Almost done. Last 5 seconds. Good. Pikes next, or your variant. You've got 5 seconds. Start to build it. Head and shoulders off the deck. Keep a long flat back. You want to hang on to the edge side of the mat. That sometimes helps. Really
really get those hips high. Really nice. Modify as you need. Got 10 seconds. Keep touching the ceiling with those feet as best you can. Almost done. Well done. Halfway for these exercises. Okay, stand by, whatever variant you're doing. Start to build it. Lower down under control. Keep the core engaged all the way through. Try and get the full range of motion. Good, less than 10 seconds. Well done, everyone. Good, pikes next. 5 seconds. Head and shoulders off the deck, long flat back, stand by. Off you go. Excellent, well done. That's it, you've got it. Less than 10 seconds. 5 to go. Well done. This is your final round. Whichever variant you're doing, stand by. Long spine to start, so lower yourself down, core engaged. Bring yourself back up. Well done, keep it going. If it's starting to build, then modify, just keep the movement. 10 seconds. If you're starting to lose your form, just go into a crunch. Last one. Good, pikes to finish. Head and shoulders off the deck, last one. You're doing really well, you warriors. Stand by. Good, lift the hips high. Try and touch the ceiling. That's it, almost done. Well done. So we're going to do a side crunch for the next one. We've got a minute's break. So if you just look in, we're going to have the right arm extended, your knees pointing backwards, and we're going to crunch in. So you're trying to bring the right shoulder off the deck. We're trying not to press too heavily out of that arm. You're trying to get that crunch on the sides. Your fingertips on the ear, on the side. You're trying to take that elbow to that hip as best you can. If you don't want to do that and you haven't got a problem with your shoulders, you can always do a hip or plank raise or just a plank, baby side plank hold. We're going to alternate sides basically. So it's just each side for your 2 exercises. So left side, then right side, and we'll do that for our next round. Everyone happy? Good, well done. 20 seconds before we start our first one. So start to build it. Try and have a long straight back between, or line between the knees and the top of the head. Your arms extended out to the side, fingertips on. So really try and get the side torso to crunch in. So you are, and if you need to, you can use the right arm underneath you to help bring yourself up a little bit. But try and get the core to do the work. Stand by. Off you go. Allow the head to go all the way down towards the deck. So you're getting the full range of motion. Now you have a choice. You can either alternate sides, or you can do 4 times on one side and then 4 times on the other. It depends how much you want to build one side. Your choice. I'm going to stay on one side, and then I'm going to do my other side 4 times in a row. But if you want to alternate sides, that's totally your choice. Stand by. Off you go. Try and get that full range of motion. Allow the head to go down towards the deck. Bring yourself up. Fingertip on the ear. Try not to use that right arm to bring yourself up too heavily. You may start to feel that working those obliques, the side of your torso. Well done. Again, if you're swapping sides, swap now in this break. Otherwise, stay with me on one side. Stand by. Off you go. Crunch in. We've only got one more round of Tabata after this. Complete set of 8. Crunching in. Good, well done. Last time on this side. So after this break, we've got one more on this side, unless you're swapping sides. Alternating between each side. Either way, get ready. Off you go. Well done. crunch in. Really try and linger up high so you don't just collapse down, control down as well. Less than 10 seconds. Outstanding, well done. To that whistle. Good. So if you're doing like me, 4 on one side, you're going to swap sides, extend yourself out. Off you go, crunch in. Really try and get that full range of motion. You might find one side easier than the other. Try and avoid that temptation to work too heavily with the extended arm underneath you. Use the torso. Good. Break time. Swap sides if you're alternating, otherwise push through on this side. Off we go, crunching. Think about not just the movement up, control down. It's very easy just to collapse down and we're missing half the concentric movement. Control all the way through. Well done. Really nice. Good. Penultimate side. 5 seconds. Stand by. Off we go. Penultimate side for this third round of Tabata. Only one more round. It's all over. Good. 10 seconds. Well done, everyone. Crunch in. Control down. That's it. To the whistle. Good. So you've got one more round to do. If you're swapping sides, then do. Otherwise, 5 seconds. Final round. Off we go. Crunch in. Control down is your last side. 10 seconds. Well done. Keep the face and jaw relaxed. Keep control. Think about the downward movement as much as the up. Well done, everyone. I'm going to show you our next two exercises, our final round of Tabata. So we're going to do a bridge hold. So you're going to tuck the shoulder blades underneath. We're going to lift the hips high and squeeze the buttocks. As you hold this for 20 seconds, you're just going to hold it evenly, pushing out of all your points of contact. If you want to, you can raise up and down for the 20 seconds, totally your choice. The second exercise, you'll be on your back in a star, and you're going to crunch in. Star, crunch. If you want to do it as a pencil, because you haven't got the room to do a star, or if you just want to do a bicycle instead, that's totally your choice. Decide what you want to do. You can just crunch if you prefer. So we're going to start with bridges. You've got 20 seconds for this final exercise. Just move my mic belt around. Try and hold up, squeeze the glutes. Imagine you've got a ball between the knees. You're going to hold it there so you get the inside of the thighs to work as well. 10 seconds is your final round of Tabata. Get ready, tuck the shoulder blades, palms facing down, draw the heels towards the buttocks. Up we go. Squeeze the buttocks. That's it. Feel those inside legs or having to work as well by holding that imaginary block or ball in place. If you do have a block or ball, you can even place them there if that helps. Squeeze the buttocks. You'll feel your hips start to sag when you release them. So keep squeezing evenly. Almost done. Good. Lower down. We're now going to do our star crunches. We've got 5 seconds. Try and reach away with the limbs, head and shoulders off the deck as best you can. Stand by. Crunch in. Control down. That's it. Nice. Long spine, core engaged. 10 seconds. Modify. If you can't do this, do one of the other variants. 5 seconds. Anything is better than nothing. Good. Well done. Good. So now back preparing ourselves for our bridge. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath. Imaginary balls or blocks between our knees. Stand by. Squeeze up. Good. Lift the hips. Press evenly out of your points of contact. Be strong through the feet and the arms. Squeeze those buttocks. 10 seconds. That's it. Well done. 5 seconds. And lower down. We're going to be doing our star crunches. X crunches. 5 seconds. Get ready. Off we go. Really nice. Explode up. Try and meet over the hips with your arms and legs and torso. This is your halfway exercise for this final round. Well done. Modify as you need. Get ready to finish. Well done. We're into our downward slope now. Prepare for your bridge. 5 seconds. Try and be up, ready for the whistle. Let's go. With a foghorn, should I say. Squeeze the buttocks, press evenly out of the palms. Keep those inside adductors, the legs engaged, press evenly out of all the points of contact. Right angles, knees over the ankles. 5 seconds. We're so close. Good. Lower down under control. Get ready for your star crunches. Off we go. Whatever your variant may be. If you can't do the star crunch, do your bicycle or a normal crunch. The next exercise is your penultimate exercise. So it's your final bridge coming up. That's it. You've done all the hard work. You're doing so well. 5 seconds. Good. Build yourself your final bridge or your variant. 5 seconds. Get ready. Be up ready for the foghorn. Good. Squeeze the buttocks. Press evenly out of your points of contact. Really nice. Keep lifting high. 10 seconds. Keep the pelvic floor engaged as well. Almost done. It's your final one. Squeeze the buttocks. Lower down for your final exercise. And it's all over. Just have a quick stretch. So prepare yourself. Get ready. Off we go. It's your final one. Whatever you're doing, do it well. Think quality. Control. Very nice. Well done. 10 seconds, everyone. Keep working. You could do this all the way to the end. We'll go straight into our cool down. To the whistle. Well done, you warriors. Amazing effort. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into child's pose. So just come onto your knees into a tabletop and then push back, sweep the arms back, relax the arms and shoulders. So just allow the buttocks to work their way down to the heels. This is particularly nice if you've got a tight lower back. Try not to hold yourselves up. If you want to, you can have your arms extended if that's more comfortable for you. If you can't have your knees underneath you, you can take the knees wide and just allow the bellies to hang into the gap. Decide what works best for you today. Deepen the inhales and lengthen those exhales. When you're ready, I invite you to come up into a tabletop. Knees hips width apart, hips over the knees, either be on your fists or splaying your fingers gripping into the mats. We're going to do another round of cat-cow. So when you're ready, on the next inhale, come into your cow, shoulder blades together, belly ballooning, hips to the sky. And then on the exhale, come into your cat, chin to the chest, shoulder blades apart, tails tucked, bellies drawn in. And again, just move in time to your own breath. Do a couple more. And then we'll return back to a neutral table. Once you're there, you're going to push back onto your heels. Keep the arms extended. Keep those knees wide so the bellies come into the gap. And when you're ready, we're going to walk the hands around the right-hand side. Press out of those fingertips as if you're working the buttocks down to the heels and breathe down the left-hand side of the torso. And on the next inhale, bring the hands back to the front. So you can then exhale, walk them around to the right. Press out of the fingertips, square the shoulders off for the deck, breathe down the right-hand side of the ribs. And then when you're happy, bring yourself back into a tabletop. We're going to sit on our heels. We're going to take hold of the hands behind the back, draw the shoulders down the back, tilt the head off the back, keep a bend in the elbows. If you can't sit on your knees like that, or on your heels, you can come up onto your knees. Press the shoulders forward or the chest. Breathe deeply and fully into the front of the chest. Try not to arch the lower back. And on the inhale, release the hands, interlace the fingers at the front, palms away, chin to the chest. Long spine, breathe into those shoulders. And if it's too much sitting on your heels, then just be on your knees. But think about the weight before we do the next movement. So you can feel it either going into both knees, or if you're sitting on your heels, the buttocks into the heels. Either way, you're going to raise the arms above the shoulders if you can. If you can't do interlacing the hands, go palms apart or palms together. Keep the weight through the center line, through the buttocks. You feel the weight into the buttocks of the heels if you're in the same position to me. And then with the core engaged, stretch across. Reach up with the palms. If you need to do palms separated, that's fine. Keep the core engaged as you breathe into it. Then when you're ready, bring the hands back to the center and go the opposite way. Stretch up. Don't take the arms all the way over. Keep the arms in line with the shoulders and the neck in line, or the head in line with the spine. And then on the inhale, come back up, and exhale, release the arms down. Whilst we're here, we're going to roll the shoulders. Big circles. Back the opposite way. And we'll just roll off to one side, sweep the legs forward, we'll come into a cross-legged posture. If you can't do a cross-legged posture, have your legs straight. Keep a long spine. We'll place the left hand down by the small of the back, the right hand on the outside of the left leg. You look over the left shoulder and gently lever. Breathe into it. And then we'll come back to the front. Place the right hand down by the small of the back, the left hand on the outside of the right leg. Sit tall, look over the right shoulder and lever gently with that left arm. And then when you're ready, just come back to the front. Well done, everyone. Amazing effort. I hope your calls aren't too tender. Is everyone okay?
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Christian.